Yo, I'm about halfway through everything, everywhere, all at once. There you go. Dude, this movie is crazy, bro. I just want to put this out there. I swear, I think that this version of me, like not me in this exact moment, but the life I've lived, bro. I'm carrying so many other multiverse versions of myself. I tell you what, bro. If there's an alpha verse version of me, bro, I'm carrying so much stuff, bro. Like the wrestling skills, um, mi habilidad a hablar español, mi habilidad a hablar en italiano, um, my history knowledge, fucking my entrepreneurial spirit, bro. Like I'm carrying a lot in my multiverse, bro. I'll tell you what, like if you wanted a good dude to get their skills from, like I'm the guy. I don't know what world I'm in right now, but shit, like I'm carrying a lot, and that makes me feel pretty good, dude. This movie is like, out of all the choices I could have made, I've made a lot of good choices, man. I'll tell you what, there's some choices that I'm learning from. I'll say that much, But hey, bro, I know how to dance, everything like that. Like I'm a useful ass version of myself. I'll tell you what, bro. And I got other things. And here's the thing too. No matter what path I take in life, I'm sure there's one where I'm a fucking UFC champion. There's one where I'm the best filmmaker of all time. There's one where I may find the love of my life. There's maybe one where fucking like I don't know, like I find a way to bring dogs and keep them alive forever, and Coco is with me my whole life, or my mom and my dad, or I make sure that nobody dies of diseases no more, like Grandma Grimes or my uncle. Um, I don't know, or my grandpa. Me and my grandpa get to go to Italy together. I don't know. A lot of different possibilities, man. But I'll tell you what, out of a lot of different ones, I picked this one. I like me. And the good part is I'm in the real world, so I can affect my choices still. What are some other multiverses that I can think of I would have? Oh, like I'm a fucking successful YouTuber. When I like travel the world and I like know like a bunch of different languages. Maybe when I'm an archaeologist and I'm discovering like a bunch of new shit all the time. Oh, one I'm definitely like a singer like Dean Martin. Like, fly me to the moon, let me sing among the stars. Let me know how life is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. What's another one? Oh, I'm like a break dancer for sure, for sure. I'm like a break dancer. I go on those dance battles against other people. Oh fuck yeah, like 100%. Um, there's definitely one where I'm president. Probably, I would say so. Um, there's one where I'm a teacher for sure. Like I'm like a history teacher who like coaches wrestling or some shit like that. There's a lot of different ones, but that could be fun. I want to find someone to have a good conversation with about that. But there's a lot of different versions of me, man. A lot of different versions of me. I think the reason why is I've been struggling and figure out what I want to do is because I got all these versions I'm trying to figure out, and I'm trying to do them all. I'm trying to do them all. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe this is the one where I find the love of my life. I hope it's this one. But we'll see. There's one where I'm a stand-up comedian. There's one where I got a podcast. There's one where me and all my boys live in a house together and make YouTube videos together. I know it. Whew, I just finished watching Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. Wow, man. I saw like a top comment. It was like, this feels like 1.5 years of like therapy in like in like 2 hours. Like, wow, I'm glad I live in an era where that movie was made. That was such a good movie. That was so amazing. I mean, where to even start? I saw a synopsis that really wrapped it up well. It was basically talking about how Evelyn tried to control every part of her life. You know, she tried to control her. Ignore that. Everything, everywhere, all in one. Okay, but she tried to control everything in her life. She tried to control her husband. She tried to control the way her father thought about her. She tried to control what her daughter would do because that affected her father, her business. And then even when the lady asked her, like, are you listening? She couldn't even admit that she wasn't listening. She was like, no, I'm listening, but she wasn't. By the end of the movie, she's fine to admit that she's not listening because she really has what she truly wants, which is everybody together. I mean, dang. And the philosophy too, where she thinks her husband is weak and not worth a damn, but really his way of doing things is what made her love him in the first place. Um, the compassion he shows, his strength in his own way, about loving people and appreciating life and everything like that. It's a very beautiful film. It's a very beautiful film. Just realizing you can't control everything. It doesn't make life pointless. It just means that you just gotta accept where you are, kind of, to an extent. And just if those little specks that you have in life that you enjoy them. Take pleasure in them, and be okay with those. And then just and that's really all you can do. I mean, that's very wise right there. It's very wise. The only way I really feel like you can explain how this movie feels is just by watching it. Watch the movie. But it's just fantastic. And the decision too to let when Evelyn make she so originally, she doesn't want to she doesn't want her daughter to leave. She doesn't want her daughter to basically not really kill herself, but basically leave her daughter in a state where she doesn't care about anything. Go into the donut, right? The donut's basically like life doesn't matter. It could be an allegory for suicide as well. But really the donut's just basically the pessimistic way of viewing life. If she would have let her daughter just walk right into the donut, that's the same as her just leaving her dad to go run away with her man. And the same way Evelyn was like, why did my dad just let me go and do that? But she's also happy with her decision. Is the same way her daughter wants to run away because she's frustrated with her mom. But Evelyn won't allow herself to just let her leave because she's kind of mad that her dad did that to her. But at the same time, she also realizes why she did those things. She loved that man, right? She loved his Raymond and everything like that, right? So ultimately, she lets her leave because she wants to give her that choice to leave because she doesn't want to control her life in that way. She wants to give her that freedom, but then she goes and stops her to consult her because that's what she wishes her dad would have done for her. And instead of controlling her, she just offers love instead, love and understanding. And that's her character arc right there, Instead of not caring about what her daughter does, thinking her daughter is a lost cause, she gives her daughter that freedom that she in the past did not, but lets her know and expresses that she cares about her and just wants to see the best from her. And being with her is what's important, which is ultimately what I think every parent wants with their kid. The one's worth a damn anyway. I'll tell you that. And yeah, so that arc was really interesting. I also really love the visuals of this movie. So all the universes, the martial arts they had in it, that was pretty solid, man. The scene that I really liked too was the slow-mo scene in the staircase towards the beginning of the film. Like whenever Evelyn first discovers her powers, like that was pretty incredible. Like the speed ramping they did with that shot, I was hey, with some practice, your boy might be able to pull that off in one of his films. Follow Tenurosu, yeah, baby, yeah. But no, I was like, that is super impressive, and yeah, and just a very profound movie. Just a very profound movie, man. I'll tell you, man. I'll have to watch it a couple more times. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I don't want to sound like this when I say it, but like, just watching it this first time, I get it. But I feel like, you know what? A good movie is worth revisiting, bro. I'm gonna rewatch this a few times. If I'm starting to feel a little lost in life, I'm gonna give this movie a watch. That is a work of art right there, man. Honestly, I'd say it's probably one of my favorite movies of all time. I'm not even gonna lie. Just the message behind it and the way it makes me feel at this point in my life too. I kind of believe that certain works of art enter your life when you need them to enter. Or you know about them, but the times you really choose to watch them can really, really affect you. I believe that. I needed this movie. At this point in my life, I definitely need this movie. Maybe I'll explain a little bit. I won't go too in depth. I'm not putting all my plans out there on YouTube. I'm not going to put all my plans on YouTube. But I honestly, at this point in my life, I really needed this movie. And I think many other people do too. It's a very relatable film in that regard. In regards to like your full potential, things in your life left over from other parts of your life. I mean, there's literally stuff in this frame left over from other parts of my life. I'm not going to get it. Like I said, that's part of another universe. Don't. Like I said, I'm not going to get too much into it, but I feel like I'm a guy where I've lived a lot of different lives, man. I mean, wrestler, content creator, videographer, starting my own business, student, working a part-time job. Um, Used to be a big gamer. I mean, I still play games when I can, but not really at all. Video editor, basically like a singer, a dancer, a lover, a fighter, a friend, a son, a grandson. Um, I don't know, the owner of a dog. I don't like saying that, but like, but I love my dogs and everything like that. Whatever that they're my little sisters, my dog sisters and brothers, Coco and Pebble. Um, what else am I? What else am I? I'm a lot of different things though. I'm a lot of different things, and at this stage of my life, I gotta be honest. I've been stressed out about exactly what I'm gonna be, how I'm gonna end up. I'm not gonna lie with you guys, because I mean, at this point, you're like several minutes into a review about this film that I'm just rambling on about. So I might as well explain some of this lore to you guys. But yeah, I'm pretty lost right now. I'm not gonna. Or this is the first time in a long time where I've really felt like I'm just like, whoa, like I'm just kind of floating around a little bit. Not really, because I'm still doing my classes. I'm still working hard every single fucking day. Either going to the gym, doing my schoolwork, going to my job. But I'm also balancing the things I've learned throughout my life too, which is having a work life balance, like hanging out with friends, doing things I want to do. But I take care of myself. I go to the gym, I exercise, I eat healthier, I eat foods that I should be eating now to be healthier. I talk about how I feel. I don't just go walk in some corner and just act all quiet and don't talk to anybody anymore. I actually go and talk to people about how I feel. I also don't let everything out that I let out. I let out when I need to. I talk with my friends when I need to. I talk with my family. I talk with my loved ones. I communicate how I feel. I don't, but I don't bottle up my emotions anymore. But I also know there's a time and place to be like professional, when to be flirtatious, when to be a friend, when to be a little bit competitive, when to be a lot of different things. I've learned a lot of those contextual things. I've gotten better social skills. I'm better at speaking in a more articulate manner, communicating the way I feel. I gotta keep it real with you guys. This video is more for me than anybody else out there, but hell, I'm manifesting it. Whenever I become famous one day, this video is gonna get out there and they're gonna be like, what the hell was he talking about? Like, this video is gonna be worth $1 million trillion. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that. But, basically at this stage of my life though, it's just been like, holy shit, like, like I care so much about what like everybody thinks about me all the time, all the time. And then other times I don't give a fuck. I'm just like, whatever. And it's either in a cringe, like, not actually in this type of way, it's either like in a cringe, like, oh, I'm a Sigma type way, not actually though, I'm just an ironic way. Or it's like in a, I don't really care, like in a Zen type of way, where it's like, I don't really care what they think, because I know I'm doing what I'm supposed to for me. But then other times I'm obsessed, where I'm like, oh my gosh, I do care about what other people think about me, because what I do affects people's perception of me, and I want them to view me in a good way, because I want people to treat me the right way, and all these complicated things, that are normal human things to think about, I feel like. And yeah, and I'm just kind of sitting there in disbelief, low-key, like, fuck, like, oh my gosh, like, I'm just so many different people right now. Like, this year has just been just crazy, especially following up from the year previously. Like, not to say I feel like like, I don't know. Last year I accomplished a lot of things that took years to accomplish, and then now it's just the year following that, and it's like, what? Like, you're telling me that I have, like, you're telling me I got to top the last year? Like, the stuff I did last year was like, I felt like a build up to all of these things that I've been working towards my whole life. And I'm only 18 years old, but all the things I've been working for my whole life, I really feel like I hit them last year. It was a lot of things leading up to them, but I hit them. And then now I'm realizing I have different priorities beyond those. Like, let me just spit it to you guys real quick. Like, because, like I said, because I'm like 8 minutes in this fucking video already, and you're just watching it. My love life, my professional life, my I guess my life as an athlete, maybe my self-image. Yeah. Yeah. But so is it my love life, my professional life, and my self-image. I got my positive self-image, I fucking I worked really hard on myself to get in shape throughout many times throughout my life. I started eating correctly, but I also love myself now. Even if I was to, let's just say put some pounds on. I still love myself, and I know that I'm happy with who I am as a person. I just like going to the gym. I like staying in shape, you know. But I have a good self image because I wasn't always that way. I used to not like the way I looked and not like a lot of things about myself. Um, my professional life. Um, I feel like I was never the best student, never the best athlete, never the best business guy, never the best of a lot of things, but I learned how to compete and I learned how to get better at things and know that everything takes practice to get better at, and that's okay. And then not only that, but I learned how to fucking win and do it well. You know, whether it's giving a speech, whether it's making a video, whether it's wrestling, whether estoy aprendiendo una lengua nueva, no me importa. If I'm going to learn something new, it just takes practice and time. If it's something important to me, I can learn to do it and I can learn to do it again. Por ejemplo, estoy a olvidarlo. Estoy I'm forgetting how to speak Spanish. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. I forget how to speak Spanish, but I learned it in the first place. I've been learning it for the past 4 years, you know, up to this point. But I was scared I was gonna lose it because I didn't have a class. Um, that's probably too much to dump on here. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want her to see this. Let's say I lost, or not lost, but someone in my life had to leave for her own personal reasons, which I also understand very deeply. Not only in the moment it happened, but even the time after that. It's a little complicated, like the movie, but basically, I could practice my Spanish a lot with her. She's no longer here. Like I said, it's a little complicated, but she's no longer here. But hey, I'm me. I'm me. Y creo al fin de mi historia. I know that at the end of my story, I'm gonna be speaking 2 or 3 languages or one language, and I'll be fine with that. It doesn't matter if I'm bilingual or not. It's okay. But that was a big goal of mine. But basically, professionally, goal wise, and stuff like that, I've hit all my strides last year. You know, I started speaking to a lot of people in Espanol, a lot of people in Spanish, a lot of people in Italian. When I went to Italy, by the way. I went to Italy and France last year. I went to Roma and Paris. I went to Rome and Paris last year. Like, that was fucking amazing. And I did it with my family. Fourth one, family. I didn't even bring that up because I just was talking about the other things. But my family, I've gotten so much closer with my family last year. My grandfather, my brother, my mother, like my parents and everything like that. Had really good discussions with them about life as well. Learned a lot about them. And I got to enjoy a lot of people that ended up going away, bro. Like, my Uncle Larry, I saw a couple of times before he died this year. I spent so much time with my dog. I got to spend so much time with my dog Coco. I had for 14 years, and she passed away earlier this month. Well, it's March the 1st, going into the March the 2nd now, but February. Of course, I'm doing this the day after Leap Day. Anyway, but my Coco Bear. I call her Coco Bear. I actually got a little stuffed animal because it looks like her. Where is it? Where's my Coco Bear at? Coco Oso. Where's Coco Oso? Damn, I don't have Coco Oso nowhere. Oh my gosh. Where's Coco Oso? Coco Oso es necesario para mi historia. Ah, aquí. Porque my Coco Bear passed away around Valentine's Day. Or at least when stuff started coming in at Valentine's at Walmart, because we started getting stuff at Walmart way before the actual holiday. But the Valentine's stuff day was coming in around the time Coco passed away. And when I saw this, I thought of her because I call her my little bear. But I got to spend lots of time with my bear before she went away. And I love that dog. That dog taught me how to love, what love really feels like, you know? Because for me, I don't think I've really ever been in love. I don't think I've really ever been in love, but this dog taught me what love feels like what to really love something feels like. So I'll know when I really have it. And I'll tell you what, there's someone in my past that, okay, it's gonna be gross. Okay, there you go. There's someone in my past that I may be thinking I felt a little certain way about, but I honestly couldn't tell you, though. I couldn't tell you, but what I do know is I love that dog. And that dog taught me how to love. Like, what love feels like. That's what she brought to my life. And aside from that, as a friend, she was my dog for 14 years. I loved my dog. But every time I'd leave, she'd rub her ear against... But she would rub up against me like this. She'd give me good kisses. And I rub her little belly and she like roll like this, and you rub her belly and go. "Arr." She always makes sounds like. "Arr." And then she make like clickety clackety sounds when she run around. She was like 15 years old, running up and down the hallway like it was a track race. She's a cute little doggy. I love my Cocoa Bear. I miss her. But and then my love life. Hey, great transition right there. I've just learned so much about love and what it means to be healthy in a relationship and things in that regard. I've been learning, man. I've been learning, you know. Every time I've been in a relationship, I've learned something. And you know what? Fuck it. Like I said, if you're this deep in the video, you're this deep in the video. I've only dated 2 people. One of them's gonna contest that. Man, Shadi ain't watching this video. Shadi ain't watching this video. But no, I don't care. We dated. We 2 people. I've dated 2 people in my life, and I've just learned a lot tremendously about both of them, and I respect both of them tremendously too. By the way, um, I really think they're great people. I think they're fantastic people. I don't want to get too much into it because I don't know. I don't want to be putting too much out there, even though I put a good bit out there already. But basically, I've learned a lot from both of those experiences, and I've learned a lot from the experience that didn't work out. The people I didn't date, I just talked to for some period of time, and it didn't work out. And my philosophies have changed, bro. Like a year ago, I didn't think you could have female friends. Like that's such a toxic idea. Like sometimes I would just front to people, but oh yeah, like I think they can. Like I think they can. But I was just kind of fronting, you know? And I think it was circumstantial too. I don't mean like I'm sure, of course, I mean like you could have female friends, but I mean like as far to the extent where it's like, I don't know. Like they're one of the bros. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not just like some acquaintance. Like no, like I really do think men and women actually can be friends. But yeah, man, I freaking like love wise and everything like that. It was like I learned a lot from those experiences and the ones that didn't work out. Oh yeah, female friends. Having female friends is fine. I don't know what I was getting all up about that for. I think it was just with me. It was like, you know, you hear a girl and they're like, "Oh, he's my friend." And it's like a guy. It's like, what the fuck? Like, but no, I get it. I get it. Everybody's story is different. You know, you never know. You can't help who your friends are. You know, you just got your friends. But I do think as you mature, there's definitely some more nuances to it. If a guy's fucking talking to you out of the middle of nowhere, especially if a guy asks for your number, he's probably not trying to be your friend. Like, let's just keep it a buck 50, okay? Let's just keep it a buck 50. Um, but I do think it's a thing though. I definitely do think it's a thing though. And that's a big change. That's a big fucking change. I'll tell you that. And you know what happened? You know what happened? I got a girlfriend. That's why. And I don't really talk with them the same level I talk with my friends, but I would consider them friends though. So it's like for me, it's like okay, I get that. And yeah, shit, man. What a movie. What a movie. And look, and there's a lot of other details in my life that I could spit out right now, but I'm just not spitting out because this is going publicly out there. This is going publicly out there. Everyone's going to see this. And they're going to be like, bro, is he on something? Like, why was he posting all this? Like, no, bro. If you know me, you know this is just how I operate out of. Like, the way I'm speaking right now and everything like that, nothing. Cero is in my system, bro. Like, this is just the way I speak. This is the way I communicate. This is me as a human being. Like, dead ass, bro. So, I don't know. God, this movie, watching that movie made me feel a certain way, man. Made me feel a certain way. I feel grateful for life now. I feel so relieved. I feel so relieved. Like, like I've been kind of feeling like I'm gonna be alright anyway, but this movie really definitely made me feel like I'm gonna be alright. Um, what a fucking film. What a fucking film. How am I gonna top that as a filmmaker? You wanna know the answer? I'm not. I'm just gonna make movies about shit I wanna make. About my life, telling my story. You know what? Cause you're hearing bits and pieces of my life right now through this video. But you know what? Maybe someday you're gonna see my stories. You're gonna feel them at least. You might not entirely understand what happened to me, but you'll feel what I felt. Because I think that's my talent as a filmmaker. I think I might not be able to describe to you exactly what happened, but I can make you feel exactly how you're supposed to feel. That's my talent as a filmmaker. And yeah, yeah. I can tell you one thing: beautiful big titty butt naked women just don't fall out the sky, you know. uh, high, you know. I've been searching high and low. Cause beautiful big titty but naked women just don't fall out the sky, you know. Boy, I'm cooked. I'm tired. Well, I'm not actually tired. That was just a fucking great movie. Damn, you know what? You know it's a good movie because I don't even know where to stop the video. I just keep telling you guys it's a good movie. No wonder every person in my life ever has been like, you gotta watch the movie, and I've been like, look, man, look, man, like whenever I get some things in order, I watch. But nah. If they telling you to watch the movie, don't rush it. Find a time, and watch the movie. Watch the movie. That's all I gotta say. I don't know what it is with me, but whenever I actually watch it on my TV, I can't lock in to the same extent. I actually watched it on my phone in my bed in the dark. Usually watch stuff on television, but I was so locked in. I was like, and I'll tell you what too, like I know it's a classic movie thing, but the longer you watch it, the more invested you are. It's a fantastic film. It's a fantastic film. And I know I'm the film guy because I make movies and stuff like that. I should be able to tell you, this is the beat sheet, this is this is that. You know what? Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm a filmmaker and I'm going to make great films regardless. And I'm going to learn the technical details because I'm going to make a film that's going to get first place in the state and then first place in the nation. And then I'm going to win a bunch of film festivals. And then I'm going to become a UFC champion. And then I'm going to be... But none of that even matters to me. Those are all my multiverses. I'm going to find someone who likes to spend time with me. And we're going to get married. And we're going to have children. And our children are going to be badass, beautiful children that are going to be UFC champions and filmmakers that win awards. And that might also be a multiverse, but please be the one I'm in, please. But I'm going to treat my girl right. My girl's going to like me. I'm going to like her. We're going to be something that's valuable to each other. And we're going to only wish for the best for each other. And we're going to succeed together. And we're going to complement each other. And that's what's going to fucking happen. I'm living in that world. I'm living in that world right now. It's going to happen. It's gonna fucking happen, I'm telling you. She's probably watching this video right now, like, Matthew. She's probably watching this video right now. How you doing, shawty? What's up? Ignore the stuff I was saying earlier. Hey, the person I do talk to, I know they're gonna be someone who is open-minded anyway. They'll understand people having past, because I know I'm open to that. That's just part of life. So if they do see that, they know what's up. And yeah. Wow, what a fucking film. Like I told you, I'm just gonna keep saying that over and over again. I don't even know how to stop the video now, but this feels very therapeutic. I feel like I'm working through a lot of things right now. And I don't know. I think it's good for me to reflect in this type of way, like in a video format, because you kind of get to see like my emotions and stuff. I feel like every week I work through something, and then the next week I kind of forget it a little bit, and then I go into a dark age where I panic again. I'm putting a lot of challenges on myself right now. I'm trying to run a business. I'm trying to do full-time hours at school. I'm trying to get a business plan devised together for my business, and I'm also creating a short film. And I'm brainstorming all at the same time while also wanting to have a social life, while wanting to take care of my body. And then all of that, and I still believe I'm going to fall in love someday and meet someone who I want to meet. But I know ultimately things are going to work out how they're supposed to. I got to take care of me, make sure I do the things I need to succeed. And I also believe in God, too. I'm not going to lie with you guys. Like, Jesus has had my motherfucking back. I'm not going to lie. Like, I've been okay with things not being how they're supposed to be only because I know that God's going to take care of it. Or... that's a bad way of putting it. I know that I don't have control of everything, and I know that God is going to be responsible for that. Because I've always believed in karma. But now, especially now, like, I know that God got me. And I don't mean that like in an overzealous type of way, because I don't like when people control other people with religion. Like, I don't believe in that. It's not what I believe. Because I was almost kind of like that in a way. You know, people will tell you to think a certain way, feel a certain way with God and because of God and things like that. Like, I'm not trying to be like that about religion. Like, I have a very personal relationship with God. But, shit. And that started this year, too. Like I said, this year was just a lot of change. Last year, I hit the apex level of stuff. I traveled to so many new places. That's what I've always wanted to do. I want to travel the world. Have I mentioned that? It's the one thing I want to fucking do. I became proficient in Spanish, to which I'm losing that a little bit this current moment. But like I said, everything, everywhere, all at once, motherfucker. We learning that shit again, okay? I'm carrying all the multiverses on my back. I'm doing so much shit valuable to myself. I met somebody new that I really liked, and things didn't really play out. But we out here. We out here, we learn, we out here. You know what I'm saying? And you never know. Um fucking I got good grades at my school. I started my fucking videography business, of which I didn't know how to edit in the past. And then became a state champion in wrestling. I met a lot of older people from my just past parts of my life. I saw again in 2023. Yeah, man. And then now I'm in 2024, and it's just like, shit, like, what now? The rest of my life begins now, so let's ease in. We keep working hard. We keep sticking to our goals like we knew we were gonna, and we're gonna be all right. Because you know what? At the end of the day, whatever happens, it's gonna be okay. Whatever happens in my life, it's gonna be all right. But if I follow my heart, that's where I'm really gonna end up okay. So listen to my heart, but listen to my brain as well. Every once in a while, we're gonna start tweaking, but that's normal. I didn't realize that's everybody was tweaking all the time. Like last year, I was just so locked in. I was always locked in last year. Like, you know how people were like, oh, I'm gonna lock in. I was always locked in. There was never a moment I was not locked in. I was locked in all the time. And I think you accomplish great things like that, but I feel like you also lose your fucking mind. Look at all the greatest artists in the world. They were all fucking crazy. You want to know why? Because when you're always locked in all the time like that, being a human, the human experience passes you by because you kind of transcend it in a way. You create things so powerful that it speaks to people generations after you. Your legacy carries on like that. But what's more important, your legacy or your personal enjoyment as a human being and being fulfilled as a human being? If you find your fulfillment doing that, then the prophecy kind of achieves itself. But at least for me, personally speaking, the legacy and stuff like that sounds cool. But frankly, I just want to be satisfied with my life and maybe just leave behind some of my wisdom like I am right now. That's why I'm even putting this video out in the first place, just to get my wisdom out there and leaving it out there for the world. This video is going to have 0 views. Nobody's going to watch this motherfucking video until I blow the fuck up and I get famous. But you know what? All of this is out here. All of this is out here. If I passed away tonight, all of this would even be on my phone because I'm going to get all this and put it in Adobe and I'm going to post it. But even if I just fucking just right now, all this is on my phone. In fact, I'm going to save this one right now just in case. But watching that movie, I realized most people don't know. Like, it's scary. It's scary to not kind of know what you're doing in your life, and that's okay to an extent. A lot of people have priorities, though, and they're so busy about those priorities, they only have a split second of the day where they're really like, what the fuck is going on? And then during that time of the day, they're like, what the fuck? And then they log back in because they're like, okay, we're doing this, and this. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go to sleep, and I'm going to wake up. I'm going to go to sleep, and I'm going to wake up tomorrow. I'm going to be like, whoa, time to log back in again. But I'll have this video. To go back and look at. And I'll just be like, and I'll have the movie to watch again. But watching that movie where they were talking about how they're scared and it's scary to not know what you're going to do and stuff like that, it's normal to feel that way. And I think it's great to know that. And I'm going to find someone who feels the same way like me in that regard at some point in my life. Like Brandon Moreno. Maybe not tomorrow. Maybe not the next week. Maybe not the next month. Maybe not the next year. But I will be champion. I promise you that. I'm going to find who I'm supposed to love. That's my purpose. I'm going to find it. And it's going to happen. You know what else is going to happen? I'm going to fucking create short films. Whether they're famous or not famous, they are going to be well received and they're going to be fucking amazing. I'm going to be a fucking jiu-jitsu champion, a fucking UFC world champion, boy. And I'm going to have enough money to support my family and take my grandpa on a trip to Rome and take my brother out to a trip to Japan and go with all my friends and take them on crazy trips around the world, exploring with them and stuff like that. It's going to fucking happen. It's going to fucking happen, baby. It's going to happen. You know why? Because I believe in the Lord. I believe in myself and everything, everywhere, all at once, motherfuckers. Let's go. And I'm going to have a 6-pack. And I'm going to see cool creatures like capybaras and stuff. And my beautiful dog, Coco Bear, I'm going to see Coco again. I'm going to see Coco again one day. I love you, Coco, and I miss you. My Coco Bear. So I guess with that being said, it's time for me to edit all of this, post it on YouTube. And I guess it's time for my final review of the movie. I also reviewed my movie. I also reviewed my life. Let's get into the final review. 10 out of 10. 11 out of 10. 100 out of 10. Quadrillion out of 10. Fantastic movie. Best movie I've ever seen. Right movie, right time. Even just being objective about the movie, like seriously, the cinematography was beautiful, the lighting was beautiful, the amount of scenes they had to shoot. Like I wonder what pre-production on a movie like that would even look like, because there's just so many. You could just really tell it was a really personal movie to make, and it was just fucking awesome. So a quadrillion out of 10, baby. Mucho gusto. So, but I'm going to sleep. Yeah. Good night, everyone. By the way, if I ever post a video reviewing something on my page like this, that means goated. So know that. If you ever see a video of me just literally going like blah 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 blah, and I post it on my channel, it's goated. It's goated. You gotta watch it. The Walking Dead, Dexter, all that shit, goated. Goated. If I cared enough to record myself talking about it and just posting it out there unedited, then I care about it. I care about it. So watch that shit. Watch it.